We here live at the 40 ball in Detroit, Michigan with the legendary father, Suave, St. Laurent. How you doing today?
Feeling good.
That's what's up. So you just had your ball. A lot of people came in and gave you love on your big birthday. How does it feel?
Feels good. Feels good. Nice to see people from all over the place to come out here to celebrate me.
What it is, yo.
Happy birthday, Pop.
Right.
Happy birthday, Suave, period. It's your birthday.
Period. 40.
Yeah, I brought the East Coast to the Midwest.
So, and what made you want to throw this ball on your 40th? Obviously, you know it's your 40th birthday, but what made you want to commemorate it with a ball?
Yeah, I feel like I've been walking since 2011, and I just want to put back into the community. You know what I'm saying? Bring more opportunities for other guys to walk Transman Realness, to kind of showcase their talent and have an opportunity to kind of win a prize. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you chose Transman Realness, and you chose a lot of grand prizes, honestly. Tell me a little bit about the grand prizes that you chose, and why did you want to put money towards those categories?
Most definitely. So, of course, Transman Realness was for $2,440. All of our categories had 40 somewhere in each amount because it's to represent my 40th birthday. Right. But Transman Realness is a category that I'm legendary for, and we need to see more legendary trans men in that category. Then also the other categories I chose, like best dress or performance. Those are some of my categories that I like to watch when I'm a spectator. So yeah.
Okay, so that's good. Who helped you put the ball together? Because I could tell you got a lot of people assisting you. Where did you get all this help from?
To be honest with you, a lot of it was just my vision that I put together. I've been thinking about okay, if I ever have a ball, this is what I want to see, this is what I don't want to see. So when my 40th birthday came, I thought this would be an opportunity for me to put those ideas to work. But Sebastian St. Laurent is my granddad. He definitely, mentored me and showed me the ropes. So yeah.
Okay. And talk about your sponsors. Who was the sponsors of the evening? And
yeah, so first and foremost, one of the first people that reached out once they heard about my ball was Icon Sean Ebony, who's iconic for realness, is one of the trans men that's out here making a lot of moves in the community, and I look up to him. So he reached out to sponsor Transman Realness, so me and him, we went in on that together. And then there's a couple other sponsors like Bonds, which is a trans man-led organization. They sponsored Trilogy, Trans-Sensitive Color Project. They actually sponsored the Team Realness category, and a few other sponsors, like Stonewall Sports. They really like House Unity, so they sponsor that. So yeah, these are just people that I know from the community, and they support me, and so they decided to sponsor. University of Michigan, yep. They are some vendors here. They came out to set up a table so they can do some more diverse recruitment and talk about scholarships and placement of their program in their School of Social Work.
Oh, tell me about some of the difficulties that you experienced while putting this ball together. Because, it's kind of easy to put a ball together, but it's challenging at the same time. Because there's so many I's you got to dot and so many T's you got to cross. So what were some of the problems that arose while putting this all together?
Honestly, I can't name a whole lot of problems, and I feel real grateful for that. But if anything, I guess me just navigate my own nerves, just me trying to stay out of my head and think about the worst case scenario and try to focus on thinking about the best case scenario. And I feel like it was a successful event. People came out, categories were walked, cast was given, no violence occurred, and we brought in a lot of first timers. There were a lot of people who never attended a ball. Yeah. And so that's something that I'm excited about, and we got new faces to look forward to for Transman Realness.
Yeah. For me, I look at the success of a ball, like you said, that it finished with all the money there, and also the energy in the room. I feel like it was good energy, so yeah, it was definitely a success. What was your favorite category of the night?
Transman realness. You know, the fact that there has never been any more than maybe $100 for Transman realness in Detroit. And I can say that because I've been walking for almost 15 years in Detroit. And any money that I've won was either less than 200 or I had to battle butch queens, femme queens, all type of realness to even get something like 500. So for us to have over $2,000 for Transman realness and to see my own house member win it and who had good competition, I'm excited about that because history was made tonight in Detroit. For sure, this category.
Whenever like somebody booked me for a ball and it's always like Transman realness for like 1,000, 2,000, it's always only a couple people walking. Yeah. Why do you think that is?
That's a good question. I think there's just a lot of things that a lot of guys are going through in their personal lives.
Like what?
Things like just dealing with stress, and I think a lot.
Transitioning and stuff like that.
Yeah, stress, transitioning, or just trying to provide for their families. And I think a lot of guys just get caught up in their head, and they feel like if it's not something that they can get like as a given, if it's going to be harder to get because they know that there's a lot more competition, they're not going to prioritize doing this over taking care of their families. Yeah, so that's the kind of feedback I'm getting.
What do you think would bring like more Transman to the floor? Do you think maybe like simpler categories to make it like, you know, more cost effective for people to walk? What do you think would bring more Transman to the floor?
I think if their house leaders let them know that things like this is going on, them encouraging them and letting them know like, hey, this is an opportunity for you to get that exposure that you need to kind of, you know what I'm saying, get your name out there. I think that's one part. And then also having more ballroom promoters to have cash added to Transman realness. A lot of times it's open to all realness, but we want to see more cash for us because a lot of times we know it comes down to politics. And a lot of trans men don't have the same type of relationships with bush queens and femme queens that a lot of other, you know, maybe thug realness bush queens do. So we want to make sure that we have times where we can be seen.
That's actually kind of what I was thinking about. Like, why do you think that trans men are kind of like, I don't want to say on the outskirts of the ballroom community, but it kind of feels like that. You know what I mean? Because they don't really be in the mix like that. What do you think will bridge that gap more?
I think that if there was more, like I said, opportunities like this, where it was a norm where trans men realness had cash dedicated to its own category, I think it'd become more of a normalized thing and guys could look forward to it. Right now, it's so few and far between that if life circumstances make it hard for people to come to these bars, then they just won't come. Yeah.
That's dope. Like I said, the ball was a really great night, great time, great experience. Describe tonight in 5 words or less from your experience.
I mean, I would say it's something that I'll never forget. I mean, history was made yet again.